On everybody, give everybody a chance to tune on in, man. Hopefully you all are having a powerful Wednesday thus far, man. Enjoying the Wednesday. It's snowing thoroughly where I'm at, man. So hopefully wherever y'all at, man, it's nice and peaceful. Y'all don't have to deal with this chaotic snow. But I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tune on in and tap in with your boy before I start building on the topic for the day, so y'all won't miss any of the valuable content. Anais, what's going on with you? How you doing, Queen? How this Wednesday treating you? Hopefully everybody feeling peaceful, man. Everybody feeling peaceful. Passing that energy along, man. I'm finna give y'all some, like a little method, little technique that I be giving to my clients, some of my clients, the people that's willing to listen and implement some of my strategies. Fungay, what's going on with you? It's a strategy that I feel like is very useful. It's real simple. You all probably know about it, but I'm gonna just break it down a little bit thoroughly because I know that it's helpful. And it's a way to make the detoxification process a way of life instead of something that you do temporarily. Louisiana, Dominique, what's going on with y'all? Let me get this phone situated here. Beats by Bless, Zoned Out Music, man, I appreciate you. Hertz 187, peace, what's going on? What's that? What's that say? BZ LY boy, what's going on? Peace to you. Nigel, peace, what's going on? Hertz 187, like I said, man, it's a brother on the chat, man. He sent me this hoodie and this Scully. I'm trying to wait for him to pop up on the chat so he can promote that joint. D, peace. Nikki, what's going on? Anais, the stiffness, man. You be doing some stretches? You get your stretching in? And I'm trying to get my little camera set up situated here. Man, it's cold where I'm at and it's snowing, man. So we dealing with the snow where I'm at. Sweet Tea, peace. What's going on? Lindell, Idris, what's going on with y'all? How y'all living? How y'all feeling, man? We talking about how to make the detoxification process a way of life instead of something that's temporary. Y'all know I don't fool with diets and things of that nature, and a lot of people ask me for methods in regards to weight loss and, you know, detoxes and things like that, man. I like to make everything a way of life. So I don't like to give you something to do for 10 days, 30 days, 60 days. I don't like to do that. I like to give you things to do for your lifetime. So I'm not one that's gonna tell you in 30 days, you do this, you're gonna lose the weight. No, I'm gonna say you do this over time and never stop and remain consistent and committed to it, then you're gonna reach that optimal state of health. So I'm not really into diets and short-term detoxes and all that type of good stuff, man. I'm into making things a lifestyle, implementing something for the long run. That's what I'm into. That's what I promote, that's what I push. That's what I promote, that's what I push, man. Diets are garbage for the most part. So I never really recommend anybody go on any type of diet. I don't recommend doing that at all. So if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to gain weight, don't go on a diet, man. Just, again, study your body type, know and understand what type of foods you can work with that's beneficial to you, and you just implement what's good, discard what's bad. And then you implement certain practices like fasting and things of that nature to go along with that. Make sure you're getting an adequate amount of water on a daily basis. But you don't have to be going on extreme diets that in the long run are actually unhealthy for you. So again, we make it a lifestyle. We don't make it a diet. First 3 words in diet, DIE, like that's essentially what's happening to you. That's essentially what's happening to you. And some of these so-called diets, for the most part, all of them work to a certain extent. Then you end up hitting that wall. Then when you revert back to your regular lifestyle, you end up putting the weight right back on. If weight loss is the goal, you end up putting that weight right back on. So you went on this high protein diet, you lost the weight, you feel trash, your kidneys all bad, and it's like, all right, now I'm finna start back eating the foods that I was eating pre getting on this diet. Then next thing you know, you put back on the same amount of pounds plus 20. Nice, I would lay off the brown rice. If y'all don't know, brown rice got a lot of arsenic in it. So I would lay off the brown rice. I wouldn't eat it so often. I would lay off the brown rice. I would lay off the grains for real, man. Like, and that's another thing people don't know too. Like that brown rice can get a little dangerous with the arsenic that's in it. So I would lay off the brown rice. I wouldn't consume the brown rice like that frequently. D, yep, I got my powders for sale, man. I got like one powder left, man. So I need to post the link. I'm finna order some more. I'm about to order the ingredients and whatnot. And I'm about to make some more batches. But yeah, I got my powder, man. I just haven't posted the link on here. People that are around me, man, hit me up as soon as I made them, man. But I still got a few, so I'll post that link once I get to the crib and all that good stuff. I'll post the link for the powder. Herx, yeah, definitely. The alkaline, electric, live foods, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to refer to it as. And Dominique, yes, sir, diets are garbage. We don't rock with diets. We don't rock with diets at all, but I do have methods that can help people just make it a lifestyle. And I tell people this all the time. Another thing to consider when you are on this healthy journey, gotta stop beating yourself over the head, man. Y'all have heard me say this numerous times. You are going to slip up, man. You gonna slip up. If you've been eating garbage for a long time and you wake up one day and you decide to try to eat healthy, you gonna slip up. You will slip up, but slipping up does not mean I'm a failure. I must revert back to my savage way of life. That's not what that means. Slip up means, okay, I fell down. I need to get back up, bounce back a little bit harder. I need to neutralize that bad day. So this weekend I ate a bunch of bad foods that I wasn't supposed to eat. Then that means Monday, Tuesday, I'm gonna fast a little bit. See, that's how you make things a lifestyle. That's how you do that. It makes it easier to transition into a healthier lifestyle. You don't have to stress about those bad days. If I have a bad day, if it's the weekend and I decide to eat some things that I shouldn't be overindulging in, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna push back my first meal the next day. That's fasting. That's neutralizing. That's balancing everything out. If you ate too late at night, then the next day, push back your first meal. So if you ate at 10 o'clock and you know you're not supposed to be doing that, don't eat your first meal until like 2, 3 o'clock the next day. You bounce back, man. You ain't got to beat yourself up over the head. Tavon, peace, what's going on? D, either one. I'm going to put it in the description, but yeah, I'm going to put it in the description, but you can hit me up on IG too. Dominique, man, get that powder in, man. Get your immune system straight. Get your immune system straight. Tay, what's going on with you? Tay in the building. Got the queens in the building. What's going on, Tay? Yeah, Louisiana. I was chopping it up with a brother on Facebook about the brown rice. And I stopped fooling with the brown rice a while ago. When I was working at the bank, so that's coming up on a year. I was eating brown rice and beans for lunch, just trying to get the complete protein, which I found out later that that's a myth. But I was on brown rice heavy. And man, I just wasn't really feeling good doing that. So I really started to do the knowledge to the brown rice. And that's when I came across the arsenic level of the brown rice. So I was like, you know what? Discard of the brown rice. If I do any type of grain like that, it would have to be quinoa. But I don't rock with the rice like that, the white or the brown rice. If I'm gonna do something, it'll be quinoa, and I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that as frequently. So it's like I'm always learning, I'm always implementing, I'm always experimenting. But if you consuming too much rice, which is what people tend to do, then you might want to lay off of that, especially even if it's the brown rice. You don't want to overconsume the brown rice, man, because that can be causing damage. That can be creating that mucus within you. That can be creating a toxic environment internally. So the brown rice is capable of doing all that. CC, what's going on? Tyson, yeah, I would stay away from both of them, honestly. And Hirsch 187, yes, sir, those are good options as well. Those are good options too. I just minimize it. I keep it real simple with the quinoa, man. But I'm really, I'm trying to get real strict with it, man, in regards to the whole method that I got for people today. If y'all willing to try to implement it, it's real simple. It's going raw foods, raw fruits, raw veggies, or you can lightly cook the veggies, but you definitely don't want to cook the fruits. But it's raw fruits, raw veggies primarily with a little bit of nuts and seeds. So it's all raw. And you do this 5 days out of the week. So Monday through Friday. Then on the weekend, anything is fair game. That don't necessarily mean pig out and eat the worst food possible. But you can eat heavier foods, you can eat cooked foods. But Monday through Friday, you want to focus on raw foods only. Raw fruits, raw veggies, then nuts and seeds for your snacks in between your meals. And the way that you do this, you start your morning off, you start your day off with the fruits. Make you a fruit-filled smoothie or eat you a fruit bowl, whatever the case may be, whatever you have access to. I would recommend a smoothie filled with fruits. You want to eat fruits all the way up until noon. Once noon hits, then you want to transition over to like a salad or some greens or some veggies. You can steam them, you can boil them if you must cook them. And then in between that lunch and dinner time, that's when you want to consume the nuts and the seeds. You don't want to go too crazy with the nuts and the seeds because they have a lot, some of them have a lot of fat. So you don't want to go too crazy with the nuts and the seeds. But if you get the urge to eat, then you can eat the nuts and the seeds in between the lunch and dinner, or you can find a fruit that you like blueberries, raspberries, banana or two. You can consume those for your snack. Then for dinner time, again, you can eat like some steamed or boiled veggies. That'll be a perfect meal for dinner time. That'll be a perfect meal for dinner time. Or you can drink you another smoothie. Make you another smoothie. So you can have a smoothie in the morning. Preferably in the morning, you want to have it fruit filled. Then for lunchtime, you consume in a salad. And then for dinner time, you can drink you another smoothie. Another smoothie. The objective here is raw fruits, raw veggies, as many as you can get, as much as you can get, I mean. And you want to do this Monday through Friday. And of course, you want to make sure you're getting your water in too. But the good thing about it, when you consuming the fruits throughout the day, and when you consuming that big fruit smoothie in the morning, you getting a lot of water in via the fruits. So I have a lot of people doing this, man. I'm telling you, this is going to make you feel great. Raw 5 days out of the week. Then on them 2 days, on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you can eat your cooked foods, your cooked meals. Of course, you want to make it healthy, preferably plant-based, but Saturday, Sunday, fair game. You can pig out, kind of do whatever you want to do as long as it's not too detrimental. But 5 days out of the week, Monday through Friday, the weekdays, you want to make sure it's raw, clean as possible. Maize, yeah, I rock with beans. I rock with beans like the chickpeas, kidney beans, black beans are my 3 go-to. Those are my go-tos. Hertz 187. It depends on your goal. So you say, do you need to eat more calories after water fast or eat the same calories the next day? It depends on your goal. Like if you water fasting to lose weight, then like the next day, I mean, really at the end of the day, it kind of don't matter. I mean, because that the fast is what's happening when you do a water fast. You 0 calories that entire day. So it really don't actually matter what you do that next day. Because if you were to eat instead of doing that water fast, like that'll obviously kind of double your caloric intake. So that whole 0 calorie day from the water fast is beneficial no matter what you do the next day. So a lot of, like the science says, we typically tend to overeat a little after coming off of a water fast, whether it be like 1 day or extended. But that's good because you got to factor in the fact that you just went a whole day on 0 calories. So it really kind of don't matter at the end of the day, as long as you making fasting a part of your lifestyle. But it really just revolves around or depends on the actual goal. But it don't matter though. It don't matter though. You just want to make sure you ease out of the fast. So you want to eat you a light meal coming out of the fast. That's all you want to make sure that you do when coming off a water fast. You want to ease out of that joint. So you don't want to just fast for 24 hours on pure water and eat the heaviest meal possible coming out of that fast. That's what you don't want to do. So eat you like drink some vegetable broth or drink a smoothie or something along those lines. They honestly tell you When I studied the mucusless diet healing system, they tell you when you come out of a fast like that, don't consume fruits right away. They tell you to focus more on veggies. So like vegetable broth, some steamed, the boiled veggies coming out of that 24-hour water fast, according to the mucusless diet healing system, of course. But I would say if you make a smoothie, you would be all right. MCJ Rocker, too much cleansing? That's a good question, because too much of anything is harmful. Too much of anything can kill you. And that's why I made my short video that I made the other day when I talked about us being overly obsessed with detoxing. So detoxing is cool, but you must also focus on replenishing. You must also focus on adding on, consuming what's required. So to answer that question, yes, you don't want to overly detox because you want to make sure you are supplying the body with what it needs. So detoxification focuses on elimination. So we also want to focus on adding on, addition. So when you detox, when you remove the toxins, now you got to neutralize that by adding on, by replenishing, giving your body what it needs, giving your body the essential nutrients. So that's just as important as detoxing. Now, excuse me, I'm trying to get to everybody's question here. Nick, what's going on with you? Nero, peace, what's going on? Yeah, see, the wild rice is decent. But I'm trying to stay away from like rice, and I'm really trying to get off the grains, like period though. To be honest with y'all, a lot of the grains are mucus forming, so I just try to stay away from a lot of them, to be honest with you. Anthony, man, everything, like I've done a lot of fast and whatnot over the time, so it really don't impact me negatively now when I do things like raw fast or even water fast, man, because I'm kind of used to doing it. And really it's a mental thing, man. So what I noticed the most though is like my skin like clears up, man, because I used to have real bad acne way back in the day, so it takes nothing. I got real sensitive skin, so it don't take anything for my skin, like for a bump to pop up on me, because I got real sensitive skin. So every time I do something like detox or cleanse, or little raw food detox or cleanse, like my skin clears right up. Then that mental clarity, like it's the mental clarity for me, the skin, then my energy. Like I be having a decent amount of energy, a decent level of energy. Those are like the top three things. Those are like the main three things that occur when I do something like a raw food fast or just a water fast. But that mental clarity is at the top. Like, man, that mind is powerful when I'm fasting. That mind is powerful when I'm doing some extended fast. Yeah, Tavon, a lot of people indirectly practice intermittent fasting. So a lot of people do that indirectly. Bonafide, the best way to get more meals in, what I recommend to everybody is smoothies. Get you a blender with a nice size pitcher. Maybe like I seen one that's like 72 ounces, 64 ounces. Get you a big pitcher and pack a lot of fruits and veggies, nuts and seeds in that smoothie. That's the best way to really increase your meals without having to like sit down and eat, because I'm always on the go. I don't know about everybody else, but the best way to really add on another meal or add on other meals, smoothies. Get you a big pitcher to where you can put a lot of them fruits, a lot of them veggies in that blender, blend it up, and you good to roll. You getting a lot of calories in, and plus it's beneficial calories. It's essential nutrients that you're getting from the fruits and the veggies. So that's what I would recommend. In Reaper, man, you got to hit up class. That's unfortunate, man. Hopefully you learn something. Yeah, Bonafide. Yeah, I just increase like the smoothie game, man. That's how you increase them calories. That's how you get more meals in. Instead of, like, a lot of people be drinking meal replacements, man, just make you a smoothie and load it up with them fruits and them veggies and some nuts and seeds a little bit. Sprinkle them nuts and seeds in there. Stop drinking the meal replacements. You don't need all of that. Create you a smoothie. Make your own smoothie. Yeah, Tavon, that ginger root, crucial. Ginger root is definitely crucial. Yeah, Bonafide Mosette, like the smoothie save your life, especially when you make it at night, then have it ready to roll in the morning. Now, when you do that, you gotta make sure you have a lid on it, because if you don't have a lid on it and you storing it in the refrigerator, then you exposing it, and that's killing a lot of the nutrients. So you want to make sure you keep the lid on it if you're gonna store it overnight in the refrigerator. I'm talking about smoothies. So that's one thing that I always recommend. I always recommend people just increase their smoothies throughout the day, man, because a lot of people have trouble just sitting down getting the meals in. So a lot of us, we snack a lot. So to prevent that, drink your smoothie, make your own smoothie. If you're trying to bulk up, make your own protein shake. Stop buying all these protein powders and whatnot. You don't need that, man. You can make your own protein shake. Get you some hemp seeds, bananas. Now, there is one powder that I got hip to. If you can rock with peanut butter, it's like a PB2 powder, and it has less fat than actual peanut butter, which makes it a little bit better. So you can get that powder, man, and you can load a smoothie up, man, get you some bananas and put that PB2 powder in there with like some hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and you good to roll. If the objective is adding on muscle, if that's what you're striving to do, make your own protein-filled smoothies. Bonafide, they better. They better. You activate more enzymes when you do that. So that's actually better. Lottie D, to raise the testosterone, eat your greens. Eat the greens. Eat the greens. Eat a lot of raw foods. Like raw food, what we fail to understand is that's our natural so-called diet. Raw foods. Like naturally, we are naturally designed to eat raw. Naturally, that's how we are designed. And the reason why I point that out is because we don't eat a lot of our foods raw these days. So I'm not saying you have to be 100% raw, but I'm saying we can afford to increase the percentage of foods that we eat that are raw. A lot of us do not eat a lot of raw foods. We are eating processed, genetically modified, and overly cooked foods. We not wired to be consuming overly cooked foods, processed and genetically modified foods. And the proof is in the digestive system. When you consuming these overly cooked foods, all this unnecessary food that we're not supposed to be eating, guess what's happening? It takes a long time for your body to process it. That means it's not natural. That means it's not normal. So when you consuming a meal and it's taking that meal 24 hours to run its course, that's not normal, that's not natural. That is making your digestive system work a little too hard and a little too much, especially when that's just one meal. So within the day, you done had 2 more meals just like that. So just imagine the havoc you are causing on that digestive system when you continue to overeat and eat the wrong type of foods, and then improperly combine the foods. So just think about the havoc that you are wreaking on that digestive system, man. We are naturally designed to eat raw foods, raw fruits, really, with a little bit of greens. But that's a whole nother topic. A whole nother topic. Now, if you analyze your diet, man, just think about what's the percentage of raw foods that you consume. It's probably not that high. Probably not that high at all. We have deviated so far from nature. We have deviated so far from our natural way of life that it's ridiculous. And we wonder why we got all these type of ailments. But naturally, man, I mean, you could just study life. You can just study the origin of humanity, and you can see that naturally we were designed to consume a diet that consists mainly of raw foods. When you study nature, when you just study the animal kingdom, A lot of us don't like to talk about the connection we have with animals, but you don't really see too many animals out here cooking their foods, do you? When they consume something, they consume it in its raw state, in its rawest form. We didn't start cooking, and then we didn't try to rationalize cooking as an advancement. Like, when really it's not, man, because we destroying a lot of vital enzymes in a lot of the foods that we are cooking, because again, like I said, we cooking it at too high of a temperature, and that's not beneficial. CC, I got a sea moss, I got a little sea moss powder, but yeah, sea moss definitely be working wonders, especially during these times, to protect the immune system. Yeah, Bonafide, the microgreens are definitely cool. Yeah, the exercise for the testosterone, that's a given. That's a given to lift some heavy weight. That's a given to raise that testosterone. That's a given. Yeah, Dominique, no doubt. Like I said, my body became extra sensitive when I changed the way that I eat. You know, when I transitioned to the vegetarian vegan lifestyle, my stomach is extra sensitive. So when I consume something that I'm not supposed to consume, my body lets me know instantly. Instantly. That's why I told people when they was talking about this virus, I said, man, I got a sensitive body. My body is going to let me know when it's something foreign in there that's destructive that I'm not supposed to have. My body will display symptoms because I have a very sensitive body, man. My body lets me know when something is wrong. My body lets me know when something is off. I experience symptoms, point blank, period. Can't speak for everybody else. Can't speak for everybody else, man, but my body functions like that. It's going to speak to me. It's going to talk to me. Yeah, D, pumpkin seeds are lit. And then also a good food too, if you're looking to add on a little bit of bulk, or split peas. Split peas are also decent as well. So look into getting some split peas, man. Split peas have a decent amount of protein in there, but again, you don't necessarily want to overdo the protein content. You don't necessarily have to do that. More don't necessarily mean better when it comes to protein, man, but split peas are a pretty decent food to eat. So I would say look into split peas as well. Beats by Bless Zone Out Music. The only vegetables I pretty much rock with to put in my smoothie, spinach, kale. Spinach, kale, that's my go-to. Because I don't really like to mix a lot of things with fruits. So I just keep it real simple. Spinach, kale, that's about it. When I'm putting a lot of fruits in that smoothie, man, I don't like to put a lot of vegetables in there with it. So I put spinach and kale in there. It's about it. It's about it, man. Kale is like a superfood in regards to the nutrients that it has, along with spinach. So if I'm putting any vegetables in there, it's just spinach, kale. That's all I put in the smoothie in regards to the vegetables. Because like I said, for the most part, we just need to get that. We need to increase that fruit intake. And a lot of people are afraid to consume the fruits because they done made us fear the fruits, man. But fruit is what you need primarily. That's what the body is primarily craving. Hence why everybody feel like they craving sweets all the time. That's nature talking to you, except for we just go grab the artificial sweets. But that's letting you know right now, the natural food of choice, it is a fruit. But again, they have damaged our taste buds and all of that good stuff to where now we craving artificial sugar. But your body is like, nah, I want some sugar, but I want it from the natural fruit, the organic fruit. Swag, and that's the key. They say you don't want to combine no more than like 4 foods, like when it comes to veggies, like 4 veggies at a meal. So you want to keep it real simple when it comes to combining your food. The fruits really are best eaten alone by themselves. You really don't want to go too crazy combining anything with the fruits. You really don't want to go too crazy. If you trying to make a smoothie that's primarily green, but you want to add a little sweetness to it, then you can throw like some little berries in there, but you don't really want to go too crazy in regards to like adding other things to like fruits, man. Fruits primarily should be eaten by themselves, but you can combine them with certain veggies. But you don't want to go too crazy with that when it comes to fruits. But I know a lot of people, I'm myself included, I can't really stomach just a green smoothie by itself with no sweetness, man. So I gotta add some fruits right now to some of the green smoothies. If I'm putting a lot of vegetables in there, I gotta throw some strawberries or something in there, man, to just make it a little bit sweet. And Bonafide, yeah, people be out here eating fruit salads as well. People be out here eating fruit salads as well. Now give me a second, y'all. Man, my phone about to die, so I gotta put it on the charger, man. So give me a second here. Give me a. All right, we back in business, man. We back in business. I'm gonna hold this phone for a minute. All right, DJ Elmo, you say what's a good plant-based source of choline? We got tofu is one, broccoli, peanut butter. And I think we got mushrooms, and then like you could just eat like some beans. Again, like the beans that I mentioned, but those are decent sources. Yeah, those are decent sources. You say, well, do you know what is Irish moss? I'm confused. What's the difference? Like Alonzo said, it's just the title. Really is not a difference. Lottie D, yeah, soups are good, especially around this time of the year. Yeah, soups are good. Beautiful Goddess Keys, peace, what's going on? Joy the Serpent, what's going on? Yeah, tofu, man, I don't eat tofu like people think. Man, I had tofu way back in the day. I ain't like it. I guess I ain't make it right. That's back in my college days. I probably didn't make it right. Terenzo, my brother, what's going on? The Terminator 1187, what's going on? Yeah, fun game. That's what I said, man. I've been doing a lot of on the low research as of late, and all of my research is adding up to us being frugivores by nature. All of my research is adding up to that. That may be an unpopular opinion with most people, but again, I don't care. I pretty much have a lot of unpopular opinions. But my research led me to believe, but led me to know that the natural way of life for us is to be frugivores. That don't mean all you consume are fruits. That means your diet mainly consists of fruits. A lot of people don't understand that. When you say frugivore, that just means your diet mainly consists of fruits. They say about 50 to 80% of what you consume by weight are fruits. That's what a frugivore means. That don't mean you don't consume any other foods. It just means primarily what you consume are fruits. That's what that means. So a lot of people don't understand that. Donna C, peace, what's going on with you, Queen? So again, man, y'all, like I've been doing a lot of studying on this. Everything that I'm coming across is lead me in a direction of fruitarian, frugivore. And again, this is contrary to what they got us believing out here, man, because they got us so hypnotized by the high protein, keto, Atkins type of lifestyle. That is deadly, man. That is damaging to the kidneys. I cannot express that enough. So I would definitely encourage everybody to just increase the fruit intake, man. Get you some organic, fresh fruit, fresh produce if you can, and start consuming a lot more of that. I say increase your fruit intake, man. Get y'all some fresh organic fruit, man, and increase that intake. Maize, again, too much of anything essentially is bad for you, but definitely too much on the beans, man, because the beans, they got phytic acid in there, so you might want to watch that, and then that could lead to like gas and whatnot, man. So you really want to, you don't want to overdo the beans at all. Then make sure you like soak the beans overnight, you know. That also helps activate certain enzymes too. So get you the beans and you soak them overnight and whatnot, man. And that actually makes them a little bit healthier. And that actually helps with like the gas that a lot of people get from beans. Soak them overnight. Sasha, what's going on? Yeah, Fun Gay. That's it. And a lot of people don't understand too. We don't necessarily need to consume a lot of vegetables. That's another thing that my research is leading me to. Like you said, just a small amount of veggies. We don't really need to overdo the veggies. And I'm gonna break all this down in the future in regards to why I'm saying what I'm saying, but we really just need to focus on the fruit. Again, that's gonna be contrary to what y'all may think, because we got stuff like diabetes out here, but please go find me. I want y'all to go find me everybody that you know that got diabetes. I want y'all to quiz these people. I guarantee you that the diabetes that they have was not caused by eating too many fruits. But when they get the diabetes, then they are told to stay away from the fruit. But yet they are told that they can continue to consume things like meat, which actually increases the insulin more than sugar. Y'all heard me break that down on the previous video. But the moment you get something like diabetes, or even if you're pre-diabetic, you may not even have diabetes. But what they start telling you, you might want to stay away from the fruit because of the sugar. So we done made fruits the enemy for no reason at all. Please go find me some people that have become sick, that have gotten diabetes, gotten any type of cancer, that have consumed primarily fresh fruit, fresh organic fruit. Please go find me a society to where that happened, please. I'm begging you. All these diabetic people that we have out here, please go find me one that all they was consuming was fruit and that led to their condition. Please find me that particular person. You're not going to be able to find it. DJ Elmo, yes. You sprout the lentil, yes. That'll work too. That'll work. Static Sand, peace, what's going on? Donna C, man, yeah, we miss your activity in the chat. But it's all good, though. We know you're doing something productive. We know you're getting it done out here. All right, Joey the Serpent, what you got for me? You say, how much carbs, fat, and protein you need to lose weight for beginners? Do you got a formula? It's a lot of different formulas out here that depends on the body type. Depends on your body type. I did a previous video that kind of helped determine the body type in regards to the oxidation system. So you was either a fast oxidizer, meaning you needed more protein, or you was a slow oxidizer, meaning you needed more carbs, or you was a mixed oxidizer, meaning it was kind of balanced. I got a book right now that I'm reading called the 80-10-10 diet, and he talks about 80% carbs, 10% protein, 10% fats. And it's a lot of science out here outside of that book that suggests that you keep your protein intake less than 10%. They say once we start consuming over 10% of our calories from protein, then we giving birth to the condition that will give birth to a lot of diseases and illnesses. So we creating that condition that will give birth to a lot of diseases and illnesses once we start consuming over 10% of our calories from protein-rich foods. So they say keep the protein below 10%. That's like the magic number for protein. But that's contrary to what they encourage us to do. We taught more protein better. We taught to overly consume foods that are rich in protein. That's what we have been taught to do. That's what we have been led to believe. That's incorrect. Hence why we got a lot of ailments. Hence why we one of the sickest countries, because that's some of the main foods that we consume are foods that are high in protein, and we the sickest nation. So that's to let you know that science is off. And the science telling you to keep it below 10% is right and exact and accurate. So Joey the Serpent, I would really say, man, you want to like at least what they say, man, about at least 60 to 75%, if you can get to 80% of carbs. Carbs are not something that you should run from. The complex carbs. So you definitely want to keep it complex, not refined sugars and all that good stuff. Not those carbs. So you want to eat the complex carbs, man. You want to eat the organic, fresh produce, the fruits and the veggies. Want to make sure you're consuming a lot of that, man. But if you can get up to 80% of that, then 10% of everything else, that'd be ideal. But 60 to 75% is good for that, for the carbs, 60 to 75%. I say keep it at about 10 to 15% for the protein. And then they recommend for about like 15 to 30% on the fats, man. So it just depends. You got to experiment and see how your body responds to certain percentages. I need more carbs than most people, man. My body responds well to carbs. So I'm like a slow oxidizer. I do well with carbs. If you don't do too well with carbs, then you probably need to consume more protein-rich foods. But you just got to see how your body responds. DJ Elmo, I did a video on that. I read 2 books revolving around the blue zone diet and the lifestyle. I did a video on that. Like, that was one of my first videos. Oh, Sasha, man, you back in there. You back in there, man. You was going through some things, man. Yeah, beautiful goddess Keys. Going vegan is definitely easy, but they trying to infiltrate the vegan movement by creating a lot of the vegan junk food out here, man. So they trying to get us. They trying to capitalize on the vegan movement. So everywhere you look up, vegan donuts, vegan cookies, vegan cakes, vegan this, vegan that, vegan ice cream. So they trying to get us. Because really, you should be going vegan to try to reach that optimal state of health. You ain't trying to go vegan to eat all the vegan junk food, man. So they making a lot of vegan junk food out here trying to get us. So they really infiltrating the vegan movement, man, trying to make it unhealthy. Alonzo, see what I'm saying? Now see how that don't make sense? My doctors tell me not to eat fibrous fruits to keep my blood sugar from spiking, but give me Jello pudding and ginger ale when I was in the hospital. That's what I'm talking about. You like common sense tells you that don't even make any sense. Bonafide, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, man. With a little sprinkle of some veggies. That's it. Maize, no doubt. No doubt. And again, doctors are not required to know much of anything about nutrition. So we need to really just stop trusting them with that type of information because they're not required to know anything in regards to that particular aspect of life. DJ Elmo, you say, where do I get my omega-3? All my omega-3 is like all the omega-3s that I get all my omega-3 from hemp seeds and then sometimes the flax seeds. So that's where I get a lot of my omega-3s from, man, just purely hemp seeds and flax seeds because it all essentially, when you do everything right, turns into the DHA. All right, Joey the Serpent, you say you think you can break the estimate of 80-10-10 rule, like macros, for example. I got sweet potatoes and carbs are 26 grams. So, all right, Joey Serpent, what you mean? What you want me to break down? Oh, detox, detox for the gut. It's simple. The raw foods I'm talking about. You want to go raw. Get your raw food game up. That's going to eliminate all those bellies. And then I talk about super hydration. Drinking an ice cold gallon of water a day also helps eliminate the belly fat. But again, just in regards to detoxing, get them fruits and them veggies in, the raw version. Go about 5 days, man, strictly raw. Watch what that do to the gut. Watch what it do to it. Tavon, you say you watched a brother in regards to mucus, and the brother said if you truly want to get rid of it, eliminate oats, bananas, and dairy. What's your take on that? See, again, it all depends on the body type. It be depending on the body type, so I really can't tell somebody. Some people can do well with bananas. Some people can thrive on bananas. Like, I can eat bananas with no problem. The next person can't do that. Now, dairy, that's eliminated. I don't recommend anybody consume dairy at all. Dairy should just be eliminated. As far as the bananas and oats, that depends. That depends. I wouldn't overdo either one because bananas essentially can end up adding weight on you or adding weight to you if you like overdo it, if you have a goal to lose weight. So if your goal is to lose weight, then that's the only time that I kind of recommend staying away from the bananas. But again, it just depends on you, how you respond and react to bananas. Bananas don't necessarily damage me, but I don't overdo bananas though. If anything, I'm gonna consume like 2 a day, and I put them in a smoothie. So I wouldn't necessarily tell somebody to just eliminate bananas and oats like that. But if you consuming bananas and oats and you see that your body is responding negatively to them, then that's when I would say eliminate them. Yeah, Green Shadow, chia seeds have the omega-3 as well, but I'll primarily be consuming them hemp seeds. I'm a fan of hemp seeds, big fan of them. I do the chia seeds from time to time. So Joey the Serpent, you mean in the 80-10-10, if I reading this correctly, 80% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein, that's what that is talking about. And that's just from that book. Like I said, that's something that you can try out. And again, I don't really even care to break things down on a percentage base like that for real. I really just focus on eating the foods that I need to eat. So instead of stressing yourself out and focusing on things on that percentage basis, really just kind of focus on eating the foods that you need to eat. Eating the foods that's beneficial and supplying you with all the vital nutrients that you need. Again, like I said, the fruits, make sure you eat them fruits in the morning. Then when it's dinner time, man, get you some greens, get you some veggies. Then lunch, again, have you a salad, or you can have you another smoothie, have some more fruits, however you want to roll. But just focus on eating the foods that you need to eat. So just focus on getting your nutrients in, man. You focus on eating the proper foods, then that percentage stuff really don't even matter at the end of the day, as long as you supplying your body with what it actually needs. DJ Elmo, I have never had it. Never had it. I've heard about it, but never had it. Sasha, I've never had any soup of that nature. I probably wouldn't, because again, I consume a lot of fiber-rich foods and things of that nature. So only time I think somebody would probably consume something like that is if they constipated or whatnot. Which again, man, you should be eliminating in that fashion daily, man. It's crazy. People be going several days without a bowel movement, man. I don't care about TMI. Like, you need to be having a bowel movement or several a day. People be going days without that, man. We are clogged up and backed up and constipated. That's sick. That means your insides are rotten if you're not eliminating. Bobby, what's going on with you? That means your insides are trash if you're not. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, just off of the way that I eat, I don't understand how people be going days without a bowel movement, man. That, to me, that's like a taboo. I really couldn't fathom that. I couldn't imagine that. Ooh-wee, no, that's sick. That's sick. But constipation is a real problem, and people just not eating enough fiber-rich foods, man, and that is just that simple. Brandy, yeah, that raw fruit diet, man, I'm telling you, people sleep on it. People sleep on that fruitarian lifestyle, man, but my studies are leading me in that direction. My studies are leading me in that direction. All of my studies is coming back to that. Coming back to the fruitarian lifestyle. Coming back to us being frugivores by nature. Again, unpopular, but it is what it is. The truth is stranger than fiction, they say. Consuming all these processed foods and wonder why we walking around with processed minds and genetically modified minds. Terenzo, no doubt, people will look at them and be like, oh, that's gross, that's sick. No, that's natural, that's normal, and it's supposed to happen. If you're not having bowel movements throughout the day, man, you got serious problems. You got serious problems. Like, that's a key indicator that something is wrong. And this is something too, because I've had conversations with people that have been backed up that have had constipation. And they be like, you know what, man, I don't normally go to the bathroom. I don't have bowel movements. And they talk as if that's like normal. I'm like, man, you know that's a problem? You know that that is a problem. You know that all this food, like your insides are rotted when you not releasing it, when you not going to the bathroom. Like that's not normal for you to be going 3 days with no bowel movement. But I have talked to people that have made it appear as if that is something that's normal. They okay with it. They don't think they have a problem. I'm like, no, constipation is a problem. Then that same person, when they experience a major illness or disease or complication, then they want to say, well, I was feeling just fine. I didn't have any problems before this heart attack, before this stroke. Man, you did have a problem. You was constipated. We be overlooking a lot of the symptoms, and we want to say, oh, we was asymptomatic. We didn't have any symptoms. No, you had symptoms. You just overlooked them. You overlooked them. Deep Locket, what's going on? Sasha, yeah, I was able to access it. It's definitely peace, definitely positive, definitely powerful. Yeah, Dominique, man, it's like, listen, asymptomatic, that's real. I mean, the scientific world, that's a real process. But for the most part, your body is going to let you know when something is wrong and something is off. It may be small, but it's still gonna let you know something. Your body is not going to be perfectly fine. Your body is not going to just not let you know if something is wrong if you are healthy. The only time that happens is when you overly consume these toxic foods to where your body becomes immune to the toxicity. Then that's when your body stops talking to you. And that's when you become dangerous. That's when you become self-destructive, when your body becomes immune to the toxicity. Oh, D, man, everybody been asking me when I'm gonna get back in the studio. It's coming in due time, man. Y'all know how I get down, man. Y'all know y'all know I roll solo dolo. And I don't rock with too many people. So in order for me to start getting back into the studio, I gotta find people that I can trust. I used to record myself, but I don't want to do that, man. It's too much work and I got too much going on. So the only time I get back in the studio is if I can find somebody that I trust. Y'all know how that go. I don't rock with too many people. So I would have to find a trustworthy individual. And it takes a lot to gain my trust. So I gotta find somebody that I can connect with and vibe with to where it's cool. And then I'm gonna get back in it. Bonafide, exactly, yeah. You'll be really sick. And that's what be happening. We be experiencing these symptoms. We just be overlooking them. And then we want to make it seem like we was fine. Listen, you ain't just randomly have a heart attack and never had not one symptom. Never had not one indication that something was wrong. That's impossible. I'm going to tell you this straight up, man. You did not just randomly have a heart attack, like randomly, to where you can't understand where that just came from. Man, your body was letting you know, and it got tired of letting you know to where it shut off. And then boom, the heart attack hit you. Yeah, Bonafide, yeah, them hemorrhoids and all that. So definitely, if you bleeding while you going to the bathroom, you definitely are doing something incorrect. Dreaming of GTR, what's going on with you? Deep Locket, there you go. Whole Foods, that's the way to go. Like I said, when we got to do is study nature. All we got to do is study nature. Like I said, man, how many animals y'all seeing out here cooking their food? How many animals y'all seeing out here microwaving and grilling the food? How many animals in nature y'all see doing that? And again, before y'all say, oh, they animals, listen, we ain't too far off from these animals, man. Them animals, your relatives, whether you want to admit it or not. I don't care what you believe, like them, we connected to them animals in ways y'all can't even imagine. So again, when y'all look at the animal kingdom, man, how many of them out there grilling this food? How many out there? How many lions out there in the wild? I'm not talking about the processed, caged up animals. I'm talking about the animals in their natural habitat, man. How many of them out there with a microwave, with the skillet, with an oven? How many of them you see? Like what? How many times you seen that, man? Oh man, it was an animal. It was a lion in the jungle. He microwaved this food real quick. He found him a deer out there in the wild. He put him in the microwave. He put him on the grill and whatnot. You don't see that. See, we are the ones that deviate from our nature. And we look at the things and refer to them as advancement, man. But no, some of it is destructive. Kevin, man, the most part, the reason why people consume a lot of the fast food, fast trash is what we call fast death, whatever we want to call it. Convenience for a lot of people, that's how they justify it. I don't have time to cook. It's convenient. I found out that was a lie in the 2020 pandemic. The 2020 pandemic led me to the realization that when people say that they consume fast food for convenience, it is a lie. The lie detector test revealed that is a lie. The reason why I say that is because during this pandemic, fast food lines have been atrocious. But this ain't stopped people from sitting in those lines for 30, 40 minutes to get that trash. So when people tell you that they eat fast food for convenience, they are lying. They are addicted to that trash. They are addicted to that toxic food. That's why they going in there. The additives and all of that and the chemicals that they put in the fast food got them addicted, and that's what they own. But that is a bold-faced lie. And as Terminator 1187 said, it always has been a lie, but you can kind of see it before the pandemic. Now, you really saw it. That ain't stopped nobody, man. Them lines out in the roads, man. Out in the road. People out there got their cars out in the road because they trying to get some Popeye's chicken. Man, it ain't that serious, man. It ain't that deep. It is not that serious. It's not that deep. I'm not about to risk my life for this Popeye's chicken. Got the rear end of my car out in the road because I'm so addicted. I'm that addicted to the fast food. Never that serious. Meanwhile, I can go right in the grocery store, give me a couple bananas, give me some fruit, walk right out of there, and I'm good. Nero, the separation. The reason why people say humans have dominion over like animals is consciousness. That's the main reason. Don't have anything to do with strength. It's all mental in regards to why they say humans are above animals. It's consciousness. That's what they say separates us from the animals. It's merely consciousness. It's merely a mental separation. It has nothing to do with like physical attributes. They say what separates us from the animal kingdom is consciousness. That's it. Brandy, fruit is the fastest food I ever had. Yeah, Tavon, man, of course. And that's why I say just gotta study nature. Sasha, I was talking about in person. Yeah, I'm talking about in person. I don't trust a lot of people where I'm at, but I was talking more so in person. The real supreme justice definitely need to stop being dependent on technology, most definitely. Because there's going to come a time where we ain't going to have access to it. Dominique, you talking about Dr. Doolittle type deal, man. That's actually kind of deep, man. But I believe we can tap into those instincts and those abilities and communicate with them to where we got like an understanding of what's going on in their minds. Hey, that don't sound too far-fetched for me. I ain't never did it. Sasha, steaks and donuts, that's a diet of disease and death. Yeah, fun gay. I tell people all the time, man. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start walking in these places with all fruits and veggies and be like, this is my mash right here. I'm gonna put some strings. I'm gonna put some strings on the end of a banana, on the end of bananas. Put 2 strings on it. I'm gonna have a banana as my mash. I'm about to start getting disrespectful out here. I'm gonna have a banana mask, a real live banana about to be my mask. Kelsey, you say he works long days. How can I prepare him a fillet meal for him while he is away from home? Kelsey, with that, one of the things that I recommend, I was just talking about it in regards to a real nutritious smoothie. See, that makes it easy. So you get you a big smoothie, or like a big pitcher. Make you a real nutritious smoothie. That'll do it right there. I'm talking about get you some bananas, man. Get you some like spinach, kale. Then get you a lot of like hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. If he can tolerate peanut butter, if not, almond butter. It's something called PB2 powder. That's beneficial because it has less fat than actual peanut butter. And I'm talking about making a big old smoothie, big nutritious smoothie. That'll help him. That'll help him. Dreaming of GTR. I'm glad you said this because I want to touch on that. He's dreaming of GTR said, I heard even if you eat clean, you can still get cancer, high cholesterol, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And this is the thing I say about it, which is that is true. You can definitely still get cancer. You can get any type of ailment by eating clean, by going vegan, by going raw. What the science says is it decreases your chances of getting the cancer, the high blood pressure, the heart disease. That's what eating clean does. It decreases your chances opposed to other lifestyles. That's all that it says. It's not saying that it's 100% bulletproof, that if you eat clean, you will get nothing. You will never get sick. No, it's just saying it will decrease your chances because there are other factors outside of what you consume that can contribute to disease. A lot of environmental toxins are out here. Even the clothes that we wear. Like some of the toxins from the clothes that we wear can leach into the skin and get into the blood, cause problems. The products that we put on our skin, the lotions, the soaps, the water that we shower with, a lot of these things can cause problems as well. So it's a lot bigger than what you eat. So that's why you can still eat clean and still come down with a cancer, heart disease, some along those lines, because there are other factors in play. So that's why you will see true vegans, man, they vegan to the point where they don't want to wear clothes that derive from animal origins for that reason. So that's why you will see a lot of vegans wear a certain type of clothing because they know and understand that the chemicals, the toxic chemicals made from clothing can leach into the blood. Yes, bona fide, stress definitely does. Like if you eating clean and you not getting enough sleep, if you working a job that's stressing you out, then it don't matter what you eat. Don't matter what you eat. If your mind is in that toxic state, then that's actually tampering with the quality of the food. DJ Elmo, bananas are not even that high in potassium. The best source of potassium, avocado. Avocado. Just eat avocados. You don't need anything else. Avocado. That has the potassium in it. KFM, definitely. Yeah, Terenzo, yeah, that orange peel mask. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, man. Give me a banana, give me 2 bananas, man, and put some strings on the end. Walk in there with the banana mask. Look, hey, Dominique, man, animals be in tune, man. Like, they say get you like a dog or something if you in an area where they have a lot of earthquakes. Because you know that before the earthquake actually hit, that dog will start acting crazy, start doing some strange things. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to tap into a dog, man, when things get righteous for me over here. Yeah, Dominique, animals are not dumb at all. Like I said, a lot of people don't want to deal with evolution and things of that nature. Like I said, that's a whole nother video, whole nother topic. But I'm telling you, we are related to the animals, man. Embrace the animal kingdom. Embrace the animal kingdom, man. I be studying animals on the daily. Study animals on the daily. Yeah, Nero, and a lot of people don't understand that element. So when you eating clean, that's just decreasing your chances of coming down with a cancer. And I'd rather decrease my chances than have them increased. So that's why I choose to try to eat as clean as possible. Oh, Sasha, no doubt, man. Hey, no, I can understand that. Definitely. Most definitely. Deep like it. Your pops was on to something. Study nature. Study nature. Learn a lot from nature. Study it. And it's sad, the reason why we got to study nature because we have deviated so far from ours. So now we got to study nature to remind ourselves like what we supposed to do, how we supposed to move. That's why we must study nature now, because we have deviated so far from our true nature. Sharif, man, what's going on with you? Nero, man, what they say, normalize being destructive. That's what we have done. We have normalized being destructive. So again, what's destructive is normal. What's beneficial, what's useful, what's healthy is a taboo. That's the world we now live in. So if it's destructive, if it's ignorant, then it's normal. It's the norm. It's accepted. If it's healthy, if it's productive, if it's positive, then it's a taboo. Dreaming of GTR, no doubt. You should study the human body first. Y'all, you know I talk. You know I deal with knowledge of self, so you must study yourself first. When you study self, you mastering everything outside of self. But definitely study yourself. Most definitely. Sharif, man, there you go, getting your fast on. Getting your fast on with the workout. There you go. Bonafide, yeah, spices are definitely necessary. Spices are definitely necessary, especially like turmeric, ginger, garlic, necessary. Anti-inflammatory, so that's why they are very necessary. Yeah, Dominique, everything gonna tell you to study nature, everything. And we should take heed to that. Yeah, Terenzo, yeah, that's all they promote is death. So when you promoting that death, when you promoting death, you gonna make it out here. When you promoting that destruction, you gonna make it out. You gonna make it out here. Let me put the air quotes up there. You gonna make it out here. Like I said, if I wanted to just blow, I could just talk about something that's destructive. That's easy. If I just got on here and let y'all know how everybody just trash, whoop, wop, wham, this, that, and the third, I'll be out here. But when you come out here, you striving to be positive, striving to inform people how to be healthy. Like, nah, that's a taboo. That's strange out here. Like, what is this dude talking about? He promoting that life. Man, D, listen, it's a big difference. Like you said, the gangster rap was around when we was coming up, no doubt, man. But the music these days, it's like back then, just from listening to, because I still listen to the old school gangster rap, you was able to just understand that this stuff was like a story, man. They was really just writing about their experiences. Now it's almost like I can just tell that these dudes really ain't writing via experiences, man. They putting out this music for the sole purpose of promoting trash, promoting death. Like back then, I felt like even the gangster rap music then was a little bit more genuine. Like, man, these dudes just rapping about what they experienced, witnessed, grew up around. But it's like now, man, stuff be out here weird, man. The whole vibe of the music these days is just different. It's not as authentic. It's not as authentic, man, but it's still some decent cats, man, but I don't be listening to a lot of the newer music, man. It just don't be resonating with me. And rightfully so. Obviously, I can't relate to some of the stuff that they be on, so I don't really expect to have a lot of their music resonate with me, man. But I be trying to give everything a chance, though, man, because I love music like that. So if people talking about something, I'm gonna listen to it and give it a chance. Kev, man, they just talking about a lot of people say diseases are caused from like inflammation. So when they talk about anti-inflammatory, it's just like mucus, man. It's like relieving the body of mucus, you know. So that some being anti-inflammatory, man, just being alkaline, getting rid of the mucus, getting rid of the toxins, getting rid of that inflammation. Green Shadow, I'm not with consuming animals at all. So I definitely ain't with raising the farm animals for consumption. Not at all, man. Let them animals be out in nature. Let them animals do what they was naturally designed to do. So I'm definitely not for raising the animals just to consume them and whatnot. I ain't with that one. Andronicus, peace, what's going on? Yeah, Sharif, man, and that's pretty much how I view it, because like I said, I ain't trying to act like I grew up in those type of environments, man, but I was around a lot. I was around a lot of brothers that was into that type of stuff, man. So some of that stuff I was able to just kind of resonate with and relate to because I experienced it, I saw it, I was around it and whatnot, man. So that's why I gravitated to that early on, just based off of some of my experiences and things that I grew up around and witnessed and saw. So I actually didn't come into like conscious music, obviously, until I got a lot older. Like, to be honest with you, like, I ain't grow up listening to conscious music. I grew up, like I said, to gangster rap music. And y'all can see that. That ain't impact the way I've turned out. You looking at a person, man, that I grew up on the most horrific lyrics known to man in regards to gangster rap, man. And I turned out just fine. Yeah, Sasha. Yeah, bona fide. It'd be crazy out here, man. It'd be crazy. That's why sometimes I just turn on some jazz or something. Let the instrumentation just take me out. Sean, my boy Sean, man, he say 2 weeks with no meat. I think I can actually do this no meat thing for the rest of my life. See, just a week ago, you was talking about you don't know if you could do it. I told you it was going to get greater later. I told you. Oh, DJ Elmo, no doubt about the frequencies through the water, no doubt. Oh yeah, Dominique, most definitely, man. Each animal definitely serves a greater purpose other than us eating them. Like 100% fact. That's 100% fact. They got enough problems when you put them out there in the wild, man, with some of the other animals running up on them. But hey, if you put us in the wild, man, we ain't really designed from the claw structure to the structure of our teeth, man, to go out there and be in the wild and hunting down these animals and killing them. So that just, again, that lets you know just how we was naturally designed to thrive. Justin, what's going on with you? Man, it's crazy, y'all. It's snowing crazy where I'm at, man. It's crazy. I hate the snow. Just to let y'all know, man, it's off topic, man, but I just hate the snow. I don't know where y'all all reside, but I hate snow. Goodness, man, I cannot stand the snow. Can't stand it. That's why I'm in here right now instead of just heading to the crib, man. I did not want to get out here and fool with these clowns driving in the snow. It's ridiculous. Oh, Khalil, well, then you already know. You already know what I'm experiencing right here, man. You in Michigan. Yeah, Terenzo, I'm already knowing, man. Y'all could have kept that snow. I'm not a fan of this snow. I'm not a fan of it, man. But I've driven in worse, man. I went to school in Iowa, so this ain't nothing new under the sun for me. I just hate it because the people, it ain't I'm good. It be the other people, man, that concern me. The people that can't drive, man, that be the problem. Deja, peace, what's going on? D, man, hey, Nipsey definitely knew something was about to happen to him. I don't know if y'all did the knowledge to him, but they were saying, like the last video he did, that Racks in the Middle, I believe, like the song that that came out, I think shortly after he died or maybe before he died. They was like, man, he was just real adamant on having extra security with him for that video shoot. They was like, he was just sensing something was wrong in that video shoot, man. So he was real adamant about having extra security. And Victory Lap, I mean, just the title alone, man, it was kind of prophetic how that brother went out, man. Sad to say, man, but it was just real prophetic. Just ironically, right after he dropped that Victory Lap. Like, he just knew it was going to happen like that. Airview, listen, we can swap places. If you that eager to see it, come on over here. Louisiana, I'm already know that's where my fam over there, Mississippi, New Orleans, and all that good stuff, man. I already know. Right now, I'm not too much of a fan of y'all, man, because y'all out here enjoying some decent weather while I'm out here in the snow. I wasn't made for this snow. I wasn't designed for this snow, man. This snow, just me and snow don't go together, man. So I got to get out here and I'm going to have to face this snow in a minute, man. Got time for this. And y'all know, like, another part of my piece I got to work on, man, is road rage, man. So I be getting, boy, I can't stand idiotic drivers, man. So I'm working on that, man. That's something that I'm working on. Trying not to let things bother me like that, man. But I can't stand idiots driving. You jeopardizing the lives of other people because you going to the gas station. Like, the people be driving crazy just to go to the gas station. They don't even be going nowhere. So I be ready to get out the car and but you know, people crazy out here, man. But I be getting upset. So I be out. That's something I work on, man. I ain't learned how to become a monk while driving yet. Master 2, what's going on? The Terminator 1187, y'all got the rain. I'd rather the rain than the snow. Yeah, Dominique, and yeah, his mom Duke said that, and that was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was just a crazy situation. Oh, Dreaming of GTR, the King Kong versus Godzilla. I actually saw that. It looks like it's gonna be interesting. Torenzo, I ain't never even been in that type of tropical heat, but I miss it and I ain't even been in it. Like, I missed what you said and I ain't never even been in it. That's crazy. Oh, D, man, no doubt, man. That's why what happened to Nip actually kind of also encouraged me to do what I need to do. Because I'm like, man, I don't want to go out prematurely, man, and ain't leave my mark that I'm supposed to leave. So that just expedited my process, man. I was like, I really got to get out here and do it, man, because you never know. Because people be hating on you. Fun gay, that's 1,000% the truth, man. I know I wasn't made for it. Sasha, that's not pathetic snow if it's going in the morning. That's great. That is great snow. Listen, I wish the snow that we get around here is going in the morning. I wish that would happen. Oh, Sean, you got it. Yeah, that dairy. Yeah, you eliminate that dairy, you're going to be good to roll. You're going to be good to roll. Yeah, and War, man, I got some people in Texas, so I already know. Neo the programmer, what's good? Nero, no doubt, man, but I had to vent on this snow for a minute because I looked outside and I saw some people out there slipping and sliding, cleaning off their cars, man, and that just annoyed me because I know I got to face that in a second. I'm too grown, man, to be slipping and sliding, man. I don't like slipping and sliding. Grown man out here slipping and sliding. I can't stand it. Torenzo, that sounds intense, man. But man, hopefully y'all picked up on the jewels, man. Y'all was bearing with me on this particular stream. I'm out here live holding the phone, man. I get in where I fit in, man. Everything ain't perfect around here, man. I'm not one of the ones that it appears as if everything is perfect, man. Sometimes y'all gonna see me, I'm holding this phone It's gonna be a rough background, man. I ain't finna give y'all this illusion that everything is perfect, man. I'm gonna go live where I'm at sometimes, man. I get it how I live, man. I ain't trying to make sure everything is perfect before I stream, man. I'm just gonna get it how I live. If I got something to say and I gotta hold this phone and talk to y'all, I'm gonna do it. Whoever need to hear the message, they gonna hear it. Denise, I haven't got there in life yet. I don't know how to embrace the snow. That's one part of my life I'm working on. I can embrace other aspects of nature, not the snow. I can't stand the snow. Cannot stand it. I really can't stand it. And like I said, the reason why I can't stand it is because how people react in the snow. It's good to look at the snow from the outside, like, oh, that looks nice, till you got to get in the automobile and drive. That's when embracing the snow becomes a problem. Man, Sasha, I ain't even see what you said about KRS-One. I must have missed that. All Louisiana, authentic, original. It's the only way to live. That's the only way to be. Yeah, Dominique, and like they said, man, it be the people in your own city. So if I ever reach a certain status, I'm definitely not about to stick around in St. Louis. Nope, I ain't finna let that happen to me. Not at all, man. I'm getting right up out of here. I'm getting right up out of here. I already move in a different way. I ain't got time for it, man. It be the people in your own city, obviously, man, it's gonna hate on you. Anwar, to lose the belly fat first, cleanse first. Cleanse first. Yeah, the Terminator 1187. It's stressful, man. It's stressful driving in that snow, man. You be driving in the snow, it be stressful because you gotta watch all these other fools, man. Everybody, for some reason, I don't know about y'all, but for some reason where I'm at, when it's inclement weather, that's when people all of a sudden want to test to see how fast their cars go. So when it's snowing, now all of a sudden people want to see how fast their cars go. I don't know why they do that, man, but that's what tends to happen around here. It's like, okay, it's snowing. Let me see how fast this car go. Oh, Sasha, yeah, they lack a lot of substance. But they getting paid to put out a certain message though, so we know it. NFL Malik, what's going on? Khalil, yep. I would say go raw fruits, raw veggies. That's the best cleanse with a small amount of nuts and seeds in there. Denise, oh no, I appreciate you for consistently tapping in. Man. I just try to keep it positive because it's enough, like I said, it's enough destruction out here. It's enough toxicity out here. So I don't feel the need to get on here and to add on to that. I'm striving to destroy that, man. So I'm striving to give people a place to where every time they tune in, it's something positive. So a lot of us, we don't have that, man. We don't have that place where we can go to where it's straight up positive. So I try to make this stream that you either gonna come away learning something or you just gonna come away inspired and at peace, whatever the case may be. You're not gonna come away from one of my streams negative, mad, upset. If you come away from one of my streams upset, negative, and mad, then you have got some serious problems because I'm not really saying anything that should anger you. So I always, like they say, we come in peace. So I always try to make sure that I adhere to that. I come in peace, first and foremost. Mahogany Honey, peace, what's going on? Dreaming of GTR, you'll be surprised. I watched somebody in the rain around here, man. Somebody had a wreck right in front of me. This dude was just driving so fast, he ended up sliding and losing control of his car, man, right in front of me. And I saw it the whole time. I said, man, this dude is about to wreck because the dude driving too fast, and it happened right in front of me. Mahogany Honey, yeah, I got some people in Dallas, so I already know. CJ, man, it don't get sexier than the fruits and the veggies. It don't. See, that's how you gotta start. That's how you gotta start looking at that food, man. You gotta start getting intimate with that food, man. Maurice, what's going on with you? Sasha, yeah, ironically, I was in one car wreck, but it didn't have anything to do with snow. See, I know how to drive in the snow. It's just the other people. Oh, D, no doubt, man. And that's all I strive to do, man. Inspire y'all to do your own thing, man. That's what I really striving to do, man. If you don't take away anything from what I'm saying, other than you need to become self-sufficient and do your own thing and be positive, like I've done my job. That's it. Maze, the last time I had a soda, man, I don't even know. Probably was when I was in college. So that you might be going on 10 years, man. I ain't had a soda in a minute. Have not had a soda in a minute. Pork and soda is one of the, two of the first things that I just eliminated and never went back to. Like when I dropped pork and sodas, I never looked back. Other stuff, I kind of dropped them and went back to them. Well, when I drop meat altogether, I ain't never go back to meat. So I'll just say meat and sodas. When I dropped those, I never went back. Now I went back, when I dropped dairy, I went back a few times. But when I dropped meat and soda, never went back. I Am Legend, man, appreciate you. Master 2, man, you eat those, what they call live foods. Get your electrical foods in, get your fruits in. Like I said, by nature, we are frugivores. That's where all my research is leading me towards. So we want to consume primarily fruits. That'll elevate that mental. Crippin' 2 times. Ah, man. Again, every time I see your name, man, that is one of the best names on here, man. Crippin' 2 times. But I'm moving from California to Mississippi, so I know I'm taking an L on weather. Oh, yeah, I go to Mississippi every year, man. It can get hot down in the SIP. I used to stay down there for some summers, man. It gets hot down there, boy. Woo-wee. Master 2, man, there you go, man. There you go. Hey, I appreciate you just listening to the message, man, and actually implementing some things. Yeah, Bonafide, I watched, yeah. Unfortunately, this person tore up the whole front of their car, man, or truck. Trying to drive too fast, man. Pouring down raining, and this dude thought he was in the Indy 500. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Mr. Barbados, what's going on with you? Master 2, and that was my problem. I couldn't get away. Man, listen, when they say cheese is like crack, they not lying, man. I don't know what it's like to be on crack, but I know what it's like to be addicted to cheese. So I can definitely relate to that, man. I had a hard time, eliminating the cheese was harder than the meat, man. I was like, my goodness, I can't eliminate this cheese. So that's why I was going back to, man, that cheese was killing me. I could not, for some reason, I had the hardest time getting away from that cheese, man, because of the addiction. Hold on, dreaming the GTR. What you mean? You just started eating red meat out of 4 years. I needed to eat while I had the flu. Hold on. Who told you needed to eat that red meat because you had the flu, though? Hey, Denise and Dominique, what y'all don't realize is y'all been helping me. Y'all been helping me stay sharp. I feel like on the low, y'all my accountability partners for real, because I feel like if I don't get on here, I done let y'all down. So y'all keeping me accountable for staying positive. Cause I'm like, man, I can't go on here talk to my peoples and I'm not positive, man. So it's like accountability. Every time y'all tap in, man, I feel like y'all holding me accountable. Whether y'all know it or not, like that's what's happening. D, appreciate your donation and just do it, man. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Like what you just said, just do it. Just do it. Justin, man, I don't know what the objective is, but y'all should, if I could go live one day while driving in the snow just so y'all can see my face, facial expressions probably go viral, man. The faces that I make when these idiots are driving, like I said, that's just, I haven't learned to be a monk while driving. I'm working on it though, man. I'm working on it. That's a flaw I got, man. I be ready to unload on people. Because like I said, I feel like you're just endangering everybody's lives by being reckless. Like you out here trying to take me out because you in a rush to go nowhere. I don't like that, man. I value my life. Don't try to take me out because you don't value yours, apparently. It's the other people out here we value in our lives, man. Oh, dreaming the GTR. Man, you ain't need to eat that red meat for no protein. No. Yeah, you could have just got you some seeds in there, man, some split peas. And for one, you don't even need that much protein for that. Especially if you had the flu. You shouldn't have been focusing on the protein, man. It's some essential vitamins and minerals that you should have been more focused on instead of the protein. That would have took care of you with the flu. Knocked that flu right out. Anthony, you say my take on the pescatarian lifestyle. According to the studies out here, pescatarian lifestyle is the best lifestyle for you if you need to consume some form of meat. But again, I would recommend not even indulging in that lifestyle for too long. You eventually want to work your way off of the fish because, again, the mercury. And it's a lot of plastic in the oceans. And we know the plastic is overly contaminated with a lot of toxic chemicals. So the fish are laced with these toxic chemicals that are found in the plastic that are found at the bottom of the oceans. So you are consuming a lot of toxic chemicals when you are consuming a lot of the fish that's out here. So you want to be mindful of that. Master Tube, you say, I just talked to Angela Stanton yesterday on Instagram Live. She almost gave up hope, but the community came together and raised her spirit. The power of the community. Y'all almost just got a little amp. Then I just saw something that just destroyed me, man. It looked like the snow out here stopped, but somebody was trying to back in the spot and they was sliding. Here we go, man. I'm gonna just stop looking outside, man. I'm just gonna have to take my L, man. I'm gonna just have to get out here and drive like grandpa, man. That's it. Dominique, you already know I'd never be on that type of vibe, never. And I've come a long way, man. I used to deal with a lot, man, as far as like anger issues. I had a real pessimistic view on life, man. So I done came a long ways. That's why I feel like I can relate to a lot of people, man. Y'all heard me talk about being a loner, being isolated. So I dealt with a lot, man. I dealt with a lot in regards to just toxic thinking. Like I used to think about death often. Not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I used to think about that stuff often to the point where I got fascinated with it. Fascinated by the concept to the point now where I don't fear it. But I used to think about it deeply. But I used to have a lot of just real negative thoughts, man. I used to have anger issues, a lot of things like that. And I still wrestle with the anger from time to time. But I got a way better grip on it than I used to have in the past. So when y'all see me speaking positive, man, understand that I came a long way. You looking at introvert, antisocial, loner, all of that. Like to be isolated, you looking at this type of person. So I done came a long way, man. I done came a long way. Denise, you already know. That's why I'm on this stream, because I'm not trying to get out there. I'm probably about to tell the rest of my clients, man, and I ain't gonna be training. I don't know. Cause man, it's crazy out here. Yeah, Master Tube, I know who she is. I know exactly who she is. Yeah, Bonafide, see, I got two problems with that. See, what happens, see, I'm a messed up person because sleep is another thing that I'm working on. So, sometimes when I play smooth music while I'm driving, get tired, get sleepy instantly. So that's kind of dangerous when I play music that's too smooth while I'm driving. So I be needing something to amp me up real quick. Or else I might zone out. I might start acting like I'm meditating while I'm driving, and that's kind of dangerous. Oh, Tavon, so you already know how I go, man. You already know. Like I said, man, we done came a long way. Definitely done came a long way. If I would have came on here 10 plus years ago, y'all would have heard some of the ways that I view life, y'all would be surprised. Yeah, y'all would be surprised in regards to the growth. Like I've come a long way, man, just mentally. And I still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. Not anywhere near perfect, man. Still got a long way to go, man. But I've come a long way. I've come a long way. I'm talking about anxiety, all type of stuff, man. Just dealing with it. Yeah, dude, it's crazy too, man. And sometimes I be doing tests. I used to do this stuff on Facebook. I used to do things on purpose to prove a point. So sometimes I would just make a certain type of post on Facebook just to prove that when I start talking crazy or ignorant, more people gonna pay attention. What happened? I make a real negative post, right? People that I forgot was on my friends list come out of nowhere on the post. When I'm making the positive post, you don't never see these people. But when I say something negative, I'm talking about people who I really forgot existed. They came out of nowhere, all up on the post. I say, see, y'all proving my point. But when I'm posting 1,000 positive posts, y'all nowhere to be found. But the moment I say something that's negative, here y'all come, here y'all go. So I be doing things to prove a point. I have yet to do that on YouTube. Not really gonna do that, man, because I don't really care to do that stuff no more. But it was like experiments, man. I like to experiment. And that was one of my experiments, man. Facebook was good for it. I used to easily show and prove to people how y'all just love ignorance. How y'all just looking to like argue with people, man, because how can you see me come on my post, I say something that you disagree with one time, and you act like all I spit out is hatred, when I can go point out like 1,000 other posts that I have posted that's positive, that you like, that you didn't like, that you didn't comment on. So it'd be crazy. Oh, Terenzo, I think my meditation, what happened with me though, the reason why I be afraid to get so relaxed, it's a trauma, man, because the only wreck that I had was caused from me falling asleep at the wheel. And I flipped 5 times. Luckily, I walked away from that. I crawled out the car and was good. But it's a trauma now. I don't like to be too relaxed while I'm driving for that simple reason, man, because last time I fell asleep and that almost was the end. So I'm like, man, I don't like to get real relaxed while I'm driving because I'm afraid I'm going to do that again. So it's a trauma. Yeah, the Terminator 1187, they thrive off of it. They thrive heavy off of it. But they swear they don't, though. But I just be proving points. I just sometimes hold experiments. Y'all need to try that, man. Just post something that's just real crazy, ignorant. People gonna come out of nowhere. The algorithm, listen, if y'all want to find a way to get around the algorithms, just post something that's negative and toxic. Then everybody gonna see your post then. That's the way to beat the algorithm. Just post something that's toxic and negative and destructive. The algorithms ain't gonna get you then. You gonna beat the algorithms at that point. Master Tube, and that's what we all about. I'm striving to make this all a trend. That's what we on. Oh, Denise, that's coming soon. Like I said, summer of this year, we coming soon for that. It's gonna be a 2-day workshop. Cause like I said, man, I ain't even touched the surface on some of the content. I ain't even touched the surface, man. I got some stuff in the chamber, man, that I'm just waiting to unleash. Yeah, Lorenzo, no doubt. So I can definitely feel that, because I was a little too relaxed that morning, and it backfired on me. So I got to get back to mastering that. Khalil, and see that, and I almost was gonna do that, just from a marketing perspective. I was almost gonna name everything negative, like to grab attention, and then as soon as you click on it, it's all positivity. But I ain't feel like doing it, man. I'ma just stay original. Yeah, bona fide. See, I can't stand that when it's your own family that do it. Oh, D, you about to, Collinsville? Oh, yeah, you ain't too far at all. You ain't too far at all from the kid. I had a few basketball situations out there back in the day. Yeah, you ain't too far from the kid. You won't be too far from the kid at all. Classic drip Rob, man, that honey and that garlic, that'll do it. But y'all, man, I'm tapped in, man. I got to go ahead, go out here and face this inclement weather, man. So I got to go deal with these clowns, man. I know I'm going to be all right, man. I'm protected. It's just the fools out here that I got to protect my peace and try not to respond angrily, man. So that's what I'm about to work on. But this was a very powerful stream, very positive and peaceful stream. I appreciate all the comments, donations, the cash apps, etc., etc., etc. It's always peace, always a pleasure chopping it up with you all, man. I'm going to tap in with y'all tomorrow, and we going to build on some more positivity, man. But I'm about to tackle this weather out here, man. Finna have to drive 2 miles an hour, so it's going to take me forever to get to the crib. So that's about to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But y'all be easy out here, man. Y'all stay peaceful, stay healthy, stay productive, stay powerful. I'm out, y'all. Peace.